A local distribution company from Tennessee called Monarch Films or Monarch Distribution, Monarch Home Entertainment, released this movie on DVD called Dusk. I've never really heard nothing about it heading into it, but Monarch has released some pretty solid stuff, which made me want to check it out. Basically, the gist of things, which I got to be real careful with how I describe this one because to spoil it would be a shame because there's a big twist, and the big twist is kind of like what holds the whole thing together. May make it or break it with some of you, depending on how you take that twist. But this guy wakes up, he's having this big creepy nightmare involving his wife, and he wakes up and he sees that she's not there. So what happens then is he finds a tape recorder and it's telling him, what he's got to do to see his wife again, and it tells him who to enlist for help. So he goes and he gets these people, and things just seem off from the start. And it's kind of creative with how it does things, because while he's sitting there, he'll see pictures of him and his wife, and then he'll go, we'll flash back to that time period and see something that happened then. It happens like that quite a few times, and then he gets bits and pieces of different things as the movie progresses. Of course, he meets these other characters, and they kind of act a little shady, and things just kind of go, in a way that, like I said, it's very creative, what it all ends up being, I will say. And you may not like it, or you may not like it, but just, if I can say it without spoiling it, what they end up using as the catalyst for the whole situation is a pretty sensitive issue with some. It hits close to home with some. And I've seen it used a few times in horror films here lately, but never as well as it's being used here. And if you buy into that, which is kind of far-fetched, the twist when everything all comes together, if you can buy into that, depending on how well you buy into it, probably will result in how well you end up liking this at the end. I thought it was pretty clever, and I think it's one of the more clever ones I've seen lately. Maybe it won't be for everyone because it's more of a thriller than a horror film. Things happen kind of slowly at times, but it's building story, it's building characters, and it really wants you to get attached to people before it lets you know what the big, wink, wink, nudge, nudge is here at the end of it. So that is from, like I said, it's a local company called Monarch Home Video. No extras on this, unfortunately. There's no extras. But it is directed by Michael Manny. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. He wrote it and directed it. Real solid stuff here. I liked it. I liked it more than I thought I would like it, to be honest with you. But like I said, the company did do, I think it was called The Sand, which you may have seen that. I thought that was a lot better than it had any right to be as well. And that one had a cover that looked a lot like Blood Beach. So if you've seen it, you probably know what I'm talking about. But that's worth watching, I think, if you guys get a chance to check it out. So that is Dusk. And like I said, if you have seen it and you do know the twist I'm talking about, maybe comment below or something and tell me what you thought about it. I know a lot of you may be hearing about this for the first time, but if you can find it somewhere, I do think it's worth at least giving a watch.